Afternoon, cactus people. Yesterday I promised you a slightly more cheerful video than one about rotten cactus, so this is it. We're going to have a little look at the main cactus bed, which at the start of the season I'm going to have a little look through, or have been having a little look through, and tidying things up, moving a few things about and things like that. So we'll just have a little look and I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing. So start off in the corner where we started. This is the copiapoa corner, which is raised up above the rest of the bed with some rocks underneath there for better drainage to try and simulate the dry conditions of the Atacama Desert, which I know we never do that in the UK, but these cacti are only used to getting about 3 millimeters of rain in a year in habitat, and they rely on the mist coming in off the Pacific Ocean, which I think is called the Camanchaca, something like that, probably pronouncing it wrong. And if you were to look at the cacti under a microscope, you'd see all these little things which I usually forget the name of when I'm right in the middle of making a video. They're designed to catch the mist and funnel it down towards the roots of the cactus as moisture to back up what they don't get from rainfall, basically. So this one here, this is one that Scott kindly sent us, Copiapoa barquatensis, which has got a couple of little pups at the side there, which is good. And I've not investigated these for seed yet this year. They may have some seed from last year because 3 or 4 of them flowered. And right down here, it's a bit hard to see, is my Copiapoa Hasseltonia, which I grew from seed according to the label in September 2020. So they're rather slow growing. And the one at the back here was a rescue, and I really don't know how old that is. I would guess about 20 years at least. But lovely specimen there. And some more I grew from seed over here, which aren't copiapoas. These are ferrocactus. These were planted at the same time as that little Hasseltonia in 2020, and you can see the different rate that things grow at. One of the things I want to be doing is moving one of these, because they're right next to each other and they're going to start spearing each other very soon. So I'm probably going to get the smaller one out and pot that up and put it for sale in the specimen cactus section, which a bit of a shame to get rid of a bigger specimen, but I haven't really got the room for everything, so I've got to sell a few things. And moving on, I've got the devil's fingers, which is a Echinocerius pentelophus, and this has lovely purple flowers on it in season, and it's got room to spread out without damaging everything else here. People complain because these flop out over the pots if you got them too close, and they'll interfere with other cactus and spear them. So it's got room to move there, which is great. Excuse me. There's a little clump of Echinopsis there. They usually put out some good flowers on that. And we've got a Trichoserius candicans there, which it hasn't moved since I got it. I got it about 3 years ago, and it's just stayed exactly the same, unlike this Echinopsis crassicalis at the back, which is absolutely huge now, and that was quite small when I put it in there. And we've seen the Leninhausii. I forgot the name there for a second. This was a rescue, which I believe is about 100 years old. Had some gorgeous flowers last year. The devil's backbone Kalanchoe at the back, that's going to come out as soon as it's flowered, because it drops little babies all over the place. So I put it in there for a video last year and I've just left it there, so that's nice. It'll be flowering soon, but it's a succulent, so it doesn't really belong in the cactus bed. We got the barrel cactus here, various ones which usually flower around May time. And Sopal rebutia is not looking too healthy. I'm hoping it's alright. They do look a bit like that this time of the year, but they're gorgeous purple flowers when they do flower. and at the back some lofts, which these did flower last year. They've got lovely little flowers on them too. And this is a part I'm going to be changing as well. This doesn't look quite right with columnar cactus, barrel cactus, and then the opuntias around it, so I'm going to be swapping a few things around. Probably move the Orius a bit further up the bed. This got damaged in bright sunlight a few years back. I don't know if we can see around the back here. I've moved it since then out of the sun and into the shade. So, but since then we've put more insulation on the roof, so there's not so much light getting through. So I might move it back to near where it was at the other end of the bed. And a devil choir, which I haven't forgotten you want a cutting of this, Daz. I will do it when I can get one to root. And at the back here I'm trying to get the opuntias that are growing trunks to grow actually straight, which would be nice, which hence the staking. That little one at the back there was flopped right over. I've just put a stake on there, and likewise the Brasilia puntia at the back I've just staked up. This one, the subulata, Austrocylindra puntia subulata, I've just put this on. I know this looks a bit of a mess at the moment. I've pulled it up quite a bit, and I'm going to let it rest for a while and then tighten this up again, which is why I've left it loose here. So hopefully you pull that more upright over the next week or so. And a few of the smaller punches at the back, some are in pots, they'll be moved, but they'll probably pick up a bit better when they've had a water. The bed hasn't been watered yet at all this year, so there we go. Just thought I'd tell you what I was up to and not show you any rotten cactus today. So thank you all for looking. And there we go, the Hagiosarius and the Oriosarius dug out of this bit and moved down to this end, which I think looks a little more balanced now they're in there. And I ended up taking the larger one of the two Ferrocactus out because it was easier to get to. I had to get a fork underneath it, and they're not the easiest things to handle. So I've potted him up, and he'll be going out into the for sale tunnel. I still can't believe I grew that from seed 5 years ago, so that's not too bad, is it? Okay, I think that's it now. Speak to you later.